Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ahmad Fauzan. Today I would like to explain about saving energy, how our habit matters to environment. So the question is, why do you need to saving energy? Did you know that 84% of our global energy still comes from fossil fuels? This data is from IEA in 2022. So what's matter when we use fossil fuels? So when we still use fossil fuels in our everyday life, it will release harmful particles to the atmosphere, and because fossil fuels is a non-renewable energy, it will make a serious impact if we still use a non-renewable energy, because a non-renewable energy is an energy that we could not could not make it in a short time. So what we can do now? So I will explain about four habits that easy to applicate in our everyday life, and that is good to our life and for our wallet. So the first one is turning off unused electronics, using LED lighting, using public transport or biking, and limiting screen time and digital consumption. So let's talk about it. So the first habit is turning off unused electronics. Main devices like lights, our handphone, our laptop, TV, or iron would make a big energy consumption when we still plug it in when we're not in use with it. So I make a table. What is the benefit when we turn off lights? So the scenario is the first one, when a house turn off lights non-stop 24 hours a day, and a house that just use lights just 6 hours a day. So when we turn on the lights 24 hours non-stop in a day, we could use about 2,000 kilowatt hour a year, and it will cost about almost 4,000 IDR, 4 million IDR, and the carbon dioxide emissions is over 2,000 kilograms carbon dioxide emissions. So let we see, when we reduce the lights on a day just for 6 hours a day, we just use energy just about 600 kilowatt hours a year, and it will just cost almost a million IDR, and the carbon emissions is fully reduced to just 600 kilogram carbon dioxide emissions. So what's the benefit? What is the difference? So let me see, um, when we see the savings of energy when we just turn off lights in 6 hours a day, we could savings almost 2,000 kilowatt hour a year, and we will saving cost about 2.9 million IDR. That's a lot of money. So uh, next, when you see the lights is on but not in use, so consider to turn off it, and yeah, there is a lot of benefit when we turn off that. So the The second step is using LED lighting. LED lighting, compared with conventional bulbs, is about 80 until 90% more efficient than the conventional bulbs. So here's the table. When the scenario is when there is 5 bulbs and it turn on for 6 hours a day, it means there is 30 bulb hours a day. Now, we will compare when we use LED lighting and conventional bulbs. So the annual energy, so the resultant of energy, it will cost about 600 kilowatt hour, and the annual cost is about almost a million IDR. And when we use LED bulb, it will just using energy about 100 kilowatt hour and cost for just about a hundred thousand rupiah. Now, this is important too when we use devices. Make sure that the devices is a efficient device, and yeah. So when we see the energy saved and money saved in this scenario, when we see the energy saved, we could save about 500 kilowatt hours, and the money saved a year, uh, under case the in a year, the money saved, we could save about 800,000 IDR, and the carbon dioxide saves about 500 kilograms. That's a lot of number. So the third step is using public transport or biking. A lot of us still use private transportation like car or motorcycle. That it is not an efficient ways for environment. That was a bad habit. So I suggest we could just using public transport or biking for the uh, second decision. So here is the table. When we use private car, where I just make a scenario in a year, we will transport or travel about 5,000 kilometers, and we will compare about when we use private car or public transport. When we use private car, it will cost of fuel only for about 4 million rupiah. And when we use public transport, it will just cost 2.5 million rupiah. That's a lot of difference. So when we calculate the difference of cost that we can saving is about 1.5 million rupiah. And the carbon dioxide emissions is will make a difference about 500 kilograms of carbon dioxide emissions. That's a lot of number. No. Okay, let's move to the next is limiting screen time and digital consumption. So this is a habit that we can do, and this is easy to do. Here's the table, the category. I make a scenario when people use screen time or have a screen time for 4 until 6 hours a day, and when we limit it to just 1 until 2 hours a day, we could saving about for monthly energy use for high screen time is for about 38 until 54 kilowatt hour. When we just limit it to just 1 until 2 hours a day for our screen time, we just we just use about 9 until 18 kilowatt hour. So when we calculate the energy use that we can saving when we reduce our screen time, it will saving about wait, I calculate. Oh, we could saving about up to 45 kilowatt hours, and the electricity cost we could saving the electricity cost about oh seven 70,000 IDR in a month. So when we just do a small habits, that will make a big impact to our environment. So let's being a hero for our world, and when you could follow my habit, the four habit, it will make a big impact, and it will make you more healthier. I think when we could do uh, the third or fourth habit, we could get a healthier lifestyle, and that is good to our life. So that's it all. I think that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.